Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Alex Does. My name is Alex. We're back in the bush, back at the build, back for another visit for 2 days. One night, 2 days. And this is day one of those 2 days. We're here nice and early. I think this is a record for me. It is right on 8 o'clock in the morning, in the AM. I've already got all my stuff down here and I won't say I'm ready to go. I'm a bit apologies if I'm a bit off the mark and a bit flat today. I have actually, the reason why I'm here so early this morning is because I pulled a graveyard shift last night and I've come here straight from work, so I haven't actually slept for the last 24 hours. So yeah, there's pretty much nothing but coffee running in these veins. So yeah, at some point this morning I do expect to crash with an almighty bang. So don't be surprised if at some point during the first half of today I end up setting up my tent and having a bit of a nana nap and try and regain some humanity. Right, but anyway, my first world problems, so I do apologise for that. So anyway, we're back here. I'm pretty happy, pretty excited to be here. I haven't been here for a few weeks, which it's good to get back here. Yeah, I've already lost my train of thought. How do you like my winter coat coming in again this year? Just tries to keep me a little bit warmer during these cold camping nights. I like to get a bit of growth on during the winter months. Yeah, so what am I going to be doing today and tomorrow? You know, as always, I've got things in my mind that I'd like to achieve, but let's face facts. I think I always set a level up here of what I'd like to achieve, and it always ends up being a little bit lower. That's just the way I think. So yeah. Anyway, today, I really would like to finish the wall panel that I didn't finish last time, or you would have seen that last week. Because yeah, again, I just I don't know, but I don't think I was in the mood or something. Anyway, for whatever reason, I left early, and I didn't finish that last wall panel. So I'd like to finish that today. I'd like to get some rocks on the fireplace. I don't know how many, but some. That'll probably come before any wall filling in wattling. Food for today. I've got some beef short ribs that I've just done a dry rub on already. I've been sitting in a dry rub since yesterday, and I'm going to put those on the rack that we built last time or the time before, and just smoke those slowly over several hours. So I'm going to probably have to cut a fair bit of firewood today to keep a fire going, and I'm going to need a lot of firewood tonight because obviously it's getting quite cold. I think the forecast for tonight is around about 4 or 5 degrees. Possibly some rain, but we're not really sure. So anyway, that's on the agenda for today. So yeah, I'm kind of a zombie at the moment. It's not the best conditions for me to be presenting to camera and being lively and entertaining for you. So anyway, welcome to my channel, the least awake bushcrafting channel on all of YouTube. And thanks for coming along. If you're new to the channel and you think you like this sort of content, please hit subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, you don't have to, but certainly consider it. And if you do, hit that bell for notification so you do get notification when new videos are uploaded. Right, so I'm probably going to have to get my chair out next, and I think as soon as my ass makes contact with that chair, it may be staying there for a little while, just while I kind of gather my thoughts. But anyway, I'll bring you back once I start doing something. Like, I think the first thing is probably going to hopefully be I don't know. Apologies. I'm so sorry. We'll get through this together. I promise we'll get through this together. things you do for YouTube. I want to get some rocks. I want to get some rocks, and I want to get some fireplace building done. Fingers crossed. Oh, and at some point we'll make some more cordage. That's still hasn't fallen apart since last time, so obviously did something right. Alright, well, I'm still upright. I'm gonna try and kill two birds with one stone. I'll go and get a load of... Two birds with one stone, pun not intended. I'm gonna try and go and get a load of stone in the backpack and grab some water at the same time, eh? Whew, wish me luck. You know, it's funny to me to think that there must be, easy, over a ton of stone in that fireplace there, and I think I've carried it all in my backpack up from the creek. Oh. All right, there we go. There's another course and a half, a row and a half of rocks there. It's still put on a decent bit of height, you know, a good 15-20 centimeters at some places there, above the rack that we put in last time, which is nice and solid, and is certainly going to hold up our ribs today. So yeah, I'm fairly pleased with that. I tried to kind of level it off a little bit, make it a little bit flatter as I go. I didn't have the best selection of rocks there. I did manage to do 3 backpacks full of rocks, which is I thought was a pretty good effort under the circumstances. But yeah, I'm relatively happy with that. I think the way they kind of come up, overhang above a lot of the rack here, I think is going to be good for keeping a lot of the smoke in here for a little bit around the meat before it goes up. I'm making that completely, pulling that out of my ass, of course. You know, it might work, it might not. It might mean instead of the smoke going up out of the chimney, it comes out this way and be a complete disaster. Who knows? But if it works, then obviously it was designed to be that way. So I think what I want to do next, we're still doing all right for time. It's almost 10:30, which is pretty good when you consider that this is normally about the time I would get here on day one. So to have this knocked out already, I'm pretty pleased with that. I think I'll get a fire going in here, and then I want to, let me get out in the light, you can probably see me a bit better. So I'll get a fire going in there, and then I'll get the ribs going on there, because with sort of a small to medium fire, you don't get a massive amount of heat at that height. So it's almost cold smoking in a way, but I'm happy for them to just sit there all day and absorb smoke for the next 4, 5, 6 hours. Yeah, so I'll get that going next, and then if I can resist putting the tent up and having a sleep at that point, I might see if I can find some sticks to fill the hole in that wall. I'm also going to need to cut some firewood, because there's no way I've got enough firewood to see me through to tonight if I'm going to start the fire now. So plenty of work ahead. Let's crack on. Let's crack on. Alright, so the fire's going, and I've let it, at first it was way too hot, which is why I went and made a start on the wattling on that wall, that last section there, but now it's died down to the point on the fire where above the rack I can hold my hand there for pretty much indefinitely, which is really what I wanted, because I don't want these things cooking too fast. They're not very thick, so I don't think they're going to take too long. But you know, I'd be happy if they take. I'm happy to leave them there for 2-3 hours at least. So what I've got here, as I mentioned before, so these are beef short ribs. There we go. So they're not overly thick. I've just done a dry rub on those, like I mentioned before too, which is the dry rub was salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, mustard powder. Smell amazing. So I did those yesterday. They've been sitting in the fridge in that bag there. So let's go put these on the rack. Yum. They're going to be so good. Cannot wait. Well, I can wait because I'll probably have a sleep by the time they're ready. Alright, next job on the list, now that wall's done, is taking care of these, the illustrious kerosene lanterns. This one's the worst. The other one's not quite as bad as this one, but it is black, very black, and blocking out a fair bit of the sun. The sun, a fair bit of the light. So I just want to give them a clean. It should just all wipe off, I think. But apparently you get this soot build up if you've got too much of your wick sticking up. But then, you know, the more it builds up, the higher you have your wick to get a brighter light. Anyway, so let's see how this works. Right here. Ugh, there's chunks of it in there. Right, let's put that aside. Alright, so I'm just going to wet a bit of paper towel. Oh, someone asked me yesterday about whether I filter water or not. So yeah, this is what I use. It's a Catadine Be-Free Squeeze bottle. This one's only 0.6 of a litre size, which I got this size completely because I screwed up. I meant to get 2 litre size and somehow I bought this accidentally. So I do plan on getting a 2 litre size, but stock in Australia is pretty thin on the ground at the moment. But these are really good. Before this I had the Sawyer, the Sawyer mini things, and I was finding I was getting between 1 and 3 camps out of each bag before they'd split and burst, and yeah, no good. Whereas this, I've actually punctured this twice, once there and once there, and all you got to do is get a bit of seam sealer glue and dry it obviously, and put it on the hole, let it dry, and good as new. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Alright, so with just a bit of wet paper towel, this stuff should rub off, and that appears to be the case. Coming off pretty easy, really. Look at that. Let me just get it dry a bit. There we go, look at that, good as new. Just got to remember which way in it goes now. Oh, should have paid attention to that, shouldn't I? It's this way, or is it the other way? No, this way. There we go. Job's a good one. Good as new. I have some decent light tonight. Alright, I'm going to do the other one. All right, so the ribs have been on the rack there over the fire now for 4 hours. It's just gone 3:15. For about the last half hour, I've had the heat turned up a bit more. I pulled one of them off. The other one's still on there. Definitely got to the stage where the fat was rendering out, and this smells amazing. You've got to see this thing. It's a bit hot. Let me. Make sure I don't drop it. How good does that look? Oh, it smells amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, let's eat. So obviously the moment you've all been waiting for is to see how good the sweet potato is. This has just been sitting down on the coals in the fire, and looks like it is done to absolute perfection. So I'll pop that on the plate. Like so. I've got a bit of garlic butter to go on there, as we know from experience. Garlic butter on roast sweet potato is amazing. And just a bit of salt and pepper. Right, fingers crossed these ribs are cooked all the way through. I'm pretty sure they will be. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And they're hot. Yum. Get that away. I do have some rib sauce, but I want to try them without first. They do actually look pretty juicy. I thought they'd be a bit dry, but they actually look really, really nice. Alright, let's give it a go. Oh, just falls off the bone. Oh, yum. Oh, nailed that rub. That is insane. Oh, yum. They don't need sauce. They are good on their own. Let's try this sweet potato. I know it's going to be good. I mean, a sweet potato with garlic butter. What more can you ask for? Oh, give me some more of that rib. How I've managed to stay awake all day, I don't know. I've been awake now for 30 hours. I didn't have my nano nap today. I only just set the tent up. I did have a coffee just before though. Oh. They are awesome. Alright, I'm going to smash these. I might actually bring this video to an end for today. It's obviously, as you know, it starts to get dark around about now anyway, so I'm hoping that you're liking this arrangement with the light and the table. Tables are really cool. I highly recommend you get one at home. Very useful things. So yeah, I'm gonna smash this down, and I don't think it'll be too long before I do end up going to bed. I did go and cut some more grass to do some more cordage, but I don't know if I could be bothered doing it tonight. So I might leave that for tomorrow, which will be next week's video. I'm also thinking maybe for tomorrow, maybe I'm going to try and do something other than the wattling. I'm a bit over it for the moment, to be honest. I don't know what. I do want to make some sort of better arrangement for cutting wood, like another sawhorse or something. Excuse me, sawhorse or some sort of arrangement to get the wood up off the ground, because it's a pain in the backside the way it is at the moment. So I wouldn't mind doing something like that. I'd also like to maybe start looking for some moss to start shoving in these sticks for some insulation before the mud goes on. So that could be something we could look at doing tomorrow, which we will see next week. So anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy these. I hope you go and enjoy whatever you're eating. Thank you for coming along again for another adventure. It's not really an adventure. For another trip on to the shelter out in the Aussie bush with me, Alex, and this is my channel, Alex Does. If you're new to the channel and you think you like this content, and consider please subscribing and hitting the bell for notification, smash that thumbs up button, hit the comments below, because you obviously, you know, the more that you comment, the more YouTube likes the channel and then promotes the channel to other people. So you'd be helping me out a lot if you were to join the conversation, which I welcome everyone to give me their opinion on what's going on, and whether you like it, don't like it, what you think should be better, done better, what you like that I have done, and all that sorts of things. Oh man, I'm so looking forward to tucking into this. So thanks for coming. I'll see you next Saturday, 8 AM on Alex Does. See ya. Alrighty, yeah. I was just thinking to myself, if I was to ever start a construction company, I reckon the name of that construction company would be That'll Do Constructions. So anyway, there he is. There's the, I don't know if you can really see with my shadow there. There's the new sawhorse all done. This isn't part of it. I threw a log on top just to prove that it works. It's not particularly stable, but as I said, this is That'll Do Constructions. I didn't bother showing you all the knots and all that sort of stuff, because I'm about as qualified at bushcraft construction as Russell Coit.